What I thought was very interesting was NVIDIA came out with incredible earnings. The earnings were amazing on NVIDIA, right? Everything, guidance was great. Everything was fantastic. Everything was going great. And the stock drops. What the hell, right? Like that to me is a signal of a market that's looking to fall, right? Like if even good news makes it fall, then what's going to happen when there's bad news? You know what I mean? So that's my concern here. That's why I'm looking at building out some sort of put option trading bot, because I think that it would actually be able to do some pretty cool stuff with that. I think a put option trading bot, it's definitely will make me sleep better at night. Okay, so there we go. We now have version 2, right? This is how the strategy works. Okay, if it falls by whatever percent, okay, and started a back test. I want to run a back test over this time period, right? Because I want to see that same time period again as what we ran before. Yeah, when the market falls, it definitely falls fast. I agree. Okay, we've launched a back test for revision 2. Let's see how this is doing. Okay, now we can actually watch this back test. The last one gave us a 7% return with only a 4% drawdown. That's pretty damn impressive. Let's see how this new one does. I think this new one's going to be a lot faster too. Look at that, it's saying it's 95% done already. That's crazy. Backtest. Wow, holy shit. Okay. That happened. So that's crazy how much faster it did that. Annual return, 82,000%. So it made a 29% total return. Look at this annual return. This annual return looks stupid. This doesn't even look real. But it makes sense though, because if you actually annualize the 29%, right? If you could do this over and over and over again, then it would do that. But I think we also backtest over the wrong time period. This went over, this is saying we went from April to May, and it's not what we were supposed to do. It's supposed to go from February till May. Maybe because it didn't actually place any trades. Is that what it is? Let me try doing this again. We'll go February. Let's go starting February 1st till May 31st, let's say. We'll run this back test. I'm feeling something changed with the logic. There might be something that actually is not entering into this downturn, because it looks like it's actually bought when the stock market was going up, right? Which is, to me, suggests that it didn't buy anything. It didn't do anything over the downturn, right? So we might need to tell its AI to fix that. Let's see. It also completed very quickly. So that to me seems like the entry criteria changed or something like that. I'll have to ask this thing. Yeah, so here the US market is still stronger than the rest of the world. I definitely agree with that, although I still do think that there's a lot of risks. I've actually been diversifying outside the US lately. And that's not because I don't think the US companies are great. Like, I think US companies are amazing, and there's a lot of really good stuff in the US markets. The problem is that the US has an incredible amount of debt, right? That's my concern, right? Is, US markets right now, they're really ignoring the fact that the US is an extreme amount of debt. And I think it's something like 15% or 20% of the entire the entire government's budget is just going towards paying interest. Like, it's crazy. Like, and we're still spending more. We're still talking about giving out $2,000 checks. Like, with what money? So what do you think about that? Put it into the comments. Let me know. I respond to all of your comments, so I'm very interested to hear what you thought about the video and what do you want to see next. And of course, if you're interested in any of this stuff, go check it out at botspot.trade.